It's the Lion's Den today. We're going to be talking about the Kings XI from Punjab, who've had a strange time really in the IPL. They started off very well, some fantastic players playing for Kings XI in the early days, and then suddenly a dip, then came up in 2014, another dip, and people are asking who really is Kings XI? You know who CSK is, you know who MI is, who is Kings XI? Had their moments too, and there've been quite a few over the years actually. Oh, by the way, Yuvraj Singh playing against the Mumbai Indians in Mumbai delivers them the win, and then he gets booed and he says you don't boo India players. Then of course there's the return of Gayle dramatically in 2018, gets a 50 and a century. The Ashwin run out of Josh Butler, that made a lot of news as well. Yeah, but those are not, when you're looking over 12-13 years, those don't make the top 5. So what does make the top 5? Let's see what we put together for you. We're going back to 2010-11. Remember Paul Walthati? Out of the blue, Paul Walthati comes in. We know him in Mumbai as someone who's a very promising talent. The IPL doesn't know anything about him. And what does Paul Walthati do? He goes up against the Chennai Super Kings and scores 100. What a season it was for Paul Walthati. And that was it. One of those flowers that were born to blush unseen. Well, seen a little bit in 2011, but not thereafter. I thought Paul Walthati for Kings XI was number 5. Now number 4, what is still talking CSK. This time we're playing at the Wankhede Stadium, second qualifier. Does Sehwag still have it in him? Yes, he does. Sehwag turns the clock back with a century. Oh, it was great fun to watch. Around those days, it was Sehwag and young Manan Vora. And he was just learning the ropes alongside Sehwag too. So Sehwag's century against the Chennai Super Kings, literally turning the clock back, peeling the shots, was number 4 for all of us. Now where's number 3? What do we have number 3? Back to 2008, you'll realize that for a team whose big moments come long ago, they haven't done too much recently. Simon Katich is playing for the Kings XI Punjab, and then he's got to go away. Who comes in? Sean Marsh. And people are saying, where was Sean Marsh all this time? He goes into bat, and it's like he's having a net playing against his nephews, bowling off 40 yards or so. He can just hit the ball wherever he wants it, and he becomes a leading run scorer that year in the IPL. Big coming of Sean Marsh. Suddenly Australia says, oh, hang on, our boy is going and doing well in your country. Sean Marsh with Kings XI Punjab is number 3 in our list, which takes us up to looking at RCB Mohali 2013. The Kings XI, 68 for 4, 123 needed of the final 10. And they win with 2 overs left, because remember those were the days of it's in the arc, it's out of the park time from David Miller. Remember around that time there was a game against the Mumbai Indians, 83 or 5 overs, and he led the charge there as well. Watching David Miller as an end overs batsman in that era was just fantastic. That Miller century was a big part of the Kings XI being challenging. So he's number 2. Number 1 is a personal memory. I have really enjoyed watching a team play cricket as much as I did the Kings XI play in 2014. George Bailey came in as captain. He told his players, he gave them a free hand. He said to them, just go and play as you wish. And they went and played their shots. It was great fun to watch. Himself, he'd come in and just stabilize things a little bit, finish it if required. They got into the final. Ridhiman Saha came in and scored 100 in very, very quick time indeed. Watching the Kings XI play in 2014 was my number 1 event for them in their last 12 years.